hope you can hear. I'm not sure, but it does look like I'm live now. And
20%
I'm
off
just
selected items at Holland
trying
and Barrett.
okay, trying to prepare everything. This is not the first time, but I already had one recording, but it was very small. So this is the big one, and first time like this long video will be. So I hope you can hear everything, and it's good. But I'm not sure. I do really hope that someone will appear. I'm not sure about the hours. Remember, guys, I told you that it will be 7 o'clock London, which I hope is right now is I hope you got it correct, okay guys. So, and if someone can say you can hear anything if you can hear all right, that would be nice. So I have a chat on and yeah, I really hope you can hear it, because like I'm saying, if we're going to have a long video talking and then you can't hear, then afterwards when it's finished you will not be able to understand hear what I'm saying. So I really hope you can hear. I hope someone will write something like, yes, it's alright, can hear, it's alright. Can I see? No, not anyone yet got in, because it's exactly now exactly the time. So it was a little bit, few minutes, a little bit earlier, just to see and set it up. It's very big pictures. I'm doing it on the phone and it looks like really big. So well, okay, let's just I'll start talking, and I'm hoping. Okay, well, thank you. Marvin, yes, great. Hi Chris, also, you can hear me, wonderful. So okay guys, great that some of you appeared. I will tell you my story, and of course I will try to answer some questions, because I wanted to make it live so we can have a little bit more like chatting, right? To have more like live talking to each other, like we just met, okay, and then we just decided to talk. So my story about I was promising right a while ago to tell you why I was arrested, and my honeymoon began in jail from the jail. Yes, believe it or not, but actually it happened in Spain, in exactly the place where I'm actually staying now. I'm living in Gibraltar now, if you first time watching my video, and we planned our honeymoon like okay, let's just start. We got married in 2005, so it's a very long time ago. Yes, and I want to show you some photographs, guys. Sorry, just a little bit like this, because like I'm saying, this is it's the second one, but the long one is the second. So I want just you to see me, what I used to look like, okay, in 2005. Here we are. That's me and my husband. So that's when we got married in 2005. Yep. And that's one of the pictures. I just want to show you another one. So I hope you can see it. I don't know, it's a bit too far. Yes. And I like this one because I look like a queen on this one. I think so, I don't know. It's just like really the strange face expression. So yeah, we got married, and of course we decided to go for our honeymoon. So first of all, of course, I'm Russian and my husband is British, and I had to have a visa to come to England, and I had a bride visa first, and then we got married. I got like a spouse visa. And back then we didn't really know much about, travels. It was our first time experience, and we didn't know about visas, nothing, because I have never been outside of Russia too far. I mean, during USSR times I have been traveling around USSR, but I've never been abroad. And so when I came to UK, that was the first country which was so far. And when we decided to go somewhere for a honeymoon, my husband just like said, let's go to Spain. And I mean, we didn't plan anything much. He had like a timeshare. I'm sure many of you know what it means. And so he said, yeah, let's go and see like if you like it or not. So because I have never been anywhere, and when he said Spain, I was at university back in USSR times. Well, afterwards we were supposed to go to Spain as an exchange, a students exchange, we're supposed to do some harvesting, orange harvesting, but unfortunately it never happened. And so it's like when my husband told me Spain, I was like, wow, what do I actually know about Spain? Not much, right? I mean, well, some bits, but it got to my memories like, okay, when I was in university, I wanted, we were like so excited to go, and I felt like, yeah, that could be really nice. And but we didn't know, did we need a visa or not, because UK at that time, right, was no Brexit, right, so it was in the Euro Union, and we were not sure if it like a Schengen, like did I need a Schengen or I did not. Internet at that time was not as much, didn't have much information, and I think like Google only started to work or wasn't even there yet, so you're like trying to get in as much information as you possible can. And I found on a forum that with the spouse visa, it was alright to go to European countries, because like you know, it was a Russian actually forum, because my English was really bad back then. And so the girls were saying, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, it should be all right. And because it is in Schengen, in the EU, and we could not, like those days we didn't know the differences, what exactly the status of the UK was in the EU at that time. And my husband also never interested, he never knew anything about it, he actually never met Russians before before me. And so he bought the tickets, and he had on his name the accommodation, and we had tickets return. So we went to the airport, and airline was also a little bit confused when they checked my passport, and they were like saying they're not sure also about my visa. And but they stopped us and tried to check with somebody else. So they called someone, I don't know, but then they returned and said, well, it does look like it's okay, because you have everything with you, all the documents which shows that you are going for a short trip, and the spouse visa, so you're married, everything should be fine. And they let us go. So we boarded and we were flying, and then we landed, we were so happy, we saw some Spain from the illuminator of the airplane, so excitement, seen some mountains and some palms. Okay, so it was really cool. And then we started to go through the passport check, of course. I was stopped, right? So right by the border, at the passport control, they stopped me and said that I have to go into another room, because there is something is not right in here. And so that's how I was, guys, arrested. Okay, so they took me into the somewhere at the back, wherever we actually go through, and there were cells with the cages. Okay, so they didn't put me in a cage yet, no, they just put me into one of the rooms. And it was an officer, and he was looking at our papers and was trying to explain what was going on, what was wrong. And unfortunately, I didn't speak proper English at that time. My Spanish was absolutely zero also. I couldn't understand, so I was asking my husband. He was trying to also, wherever he could, to translate back to me what is happening, and saying that looks like we have a wrong visa. Okay, so looks like with that one we can't go. But of course, we were so sure about the airlines that they checked with the wherever they called and confirmed, and so that's why we just like, why, what's wrong with it. And we did have all the tickets, return tickets, so we were trying to say, well, my husband was trying to tell them like, if it is a problem, then maybe you could give us issue visa at the border, because as far as we know, they have this permission to issue the visa at the border. But they didn't want to do anything like this. They were just like trying to say, no, it's wrong visa, you can't go with this one, even though that we were showing the return tickets and the accommodation. Unfortunately, they said definitely no, they can't let us in. So yes, it was Malaga airport. So of course I was like crying a lot of because first time going somewhere nice, you like, especially your honeymoon, right? It's a honeymoon. I was crying. I was like asking to maybe we should call the Russian embassy, Unfortunately, it was a weekend, and we were told also that nobody's going to come and help from the embassy either. So I was really angry with my Russian embassy that there was no help from them. Unfortunately, but like I'm saying, I don't know, we couldn't call because we went out stupidly without checking anything. If we might have a phone number like an emergency, we could have called. But like I'm saying, at that time we didn't know much. We were so unprepared. We just like went out without thinking of the things which could happen. So they did get me a translator at the end, and the Russian lady, she came and she explained to me exactly what happened. And so yes, that we have a wrong visa and we can't go with this visa. And on the question why wouldn't they issue one, she was just like saying, well, I don't know, but she didn't know what to say on that question. And we spent the whole day in like I say, well, prison, because I was staying in the room, a very like closed room completely. It was a small window at the top, and you couldn't see anything outside. It was like very, very high, so like you couldn't escape or anything from that. Luckily, it wasn't behind the bars, okay, but it still was a room, like nothing in there. I think just we had chairs, and we didn't have any drink offered, like no food, because we actually landed, it was very early in the morning, like 8 o'clock or something, or 9 o'clock in the morning, and we were sitting all day up until the evening and absolutely offered nothing. And well, my husband was told that he could go free, but I can't, I have to stay. And they were going to put me back on the airplane to UK. So at the end of the day, closer to the boarding time, actually the airline provided me with some food and some drink. Yes, unfortunately it wasn't from the police, not from the airport, but it was from the airline. Yes, they did, but they said actually they're going to put me back on the airplane, but not my husband. And my husband had to rush to get to the get the ticket back, because they wouldn't want to put him back on the airplane. So he ran, but he was like, why wouldn't you say so? Because he was sure that they'll put both of us back on the airplane. But they said, no, only one is arrested, you are free. You're free man, go. Maybe he should have run away back then. I don't know, but yes. And so he ran away, and I was alone. I was like really scared and super upset. So the time when they had to put me on airplane, that was like so embarrassing for me, because they put me in a police car, and there were two guys, big guys with the big guns. I still remember it like it was yesterday. And they drove me to the airplane stairs. They stopped the whole bus with people out there. So people were watching and like, what is happening? Why they were stopped? Because they were like stopped right by those stairs. And then they just like coming out with me out there. Well, luckily I didn't have any handcuffs, and so they were just like walking me. I think one was in front and one was behind. So, and then they got me into the airplane, empty one. Also the stewardesses who were like air hostess, they were like, what's going on? Looks like very dangerous criminal coming in on the airplane. That was, I'm telling you now, it's very funny. I mean, like, we are just laughing about it, because yes, it's a bit of experience, it brings the memories, and but back then it was like absolutely awful and embarrassing, and just like it felt like I've done something completely wrong and bad. And but I didn't think it was that bad, but it just looked like that. And so yeah, they put me in an airplane, the empty one, the row, and then they let people go on the airplane. And my husband made it, okay. So he was running, and he finally made it, because he said it was just like a last minute he could actually get exchange his ticket and get into the airplane. So that's my story, guys. That's how we started our married life, okay, our honeymoon. Yes, wasn't fantastic in that way. But when we came to UK, returned, actually our friend took us in the morning, and then we called him could you pick us up? He was like, your honeymoon was a little bit short. he was like quite shocked also. And yeah, I was like so upset, like completely like depressed straight away. And just my husband like got last minute another trip to Turkey. And it was a hot deal, something like whatever the first he got, where I don't need a visa. He's like, okay, look, this one is definitely going to be all right. You don't need a visa. Like, let's just go and forget about all of this. And I said, well, okay, as long as you definitely checked it. And he's like, yes, it is definitely going to be all right. We're going to Turkey. And we did go to Turkey, and we had amazing time out there. So that's why I think that what happened in Spain was back to like, like it's okay, it stays there somewhere as one of the bad experiences, but such a nice and lovely time we had in Turkey. It's got all our like good memories, about it. Very, very nice people out there, so welcoming, very kind. So we had great time. I also have some pictures from there we had. So yeah, that's, you see, that's where we had some fun in the mud. I don't know if you can see it. And also from our another trip there. So that's, I looked, yeah, you see, I don't know if I look different, guys, with a little bit red hair, little copperish red hair. I don't think my husband changed much, but yes, I have changed a little bit. Yes, so yeah, but actually when we came back from Turkey also, I still, obviously back then it still was always in my head, like, so unfair. I was treated so unfair, like real criminal. So I was thinking like, I want to tell my story, to someone. And I wrote to some magazines in the UK our story, because I also wanted to find out, could they actually do something about it? Could they actually issue that visa at the border? And I thought it would be nice if other people also find out about it, because who might go and end up in such situation, what they could do, or like, to know exactly they should have, what kind of visas they should have, so they wouldn't get in trouble. And actually one of the newspapers decided to take our story, and they wrote about us, and it was published. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the newspaper. It's definitely here somewhere in the house, but I can't find it where I put it. They printed us in the newspaper, also in the magazine. And we also were invited to the TV. There was a Trisha show in the UK, quite popular reality show. But they were more interested about our story, how we met, because we met online, and it was something unusual back then. Now it's like very usual thing, but back then it was a little bit unusual. People from different countries meeting online. So yes, we had also fun afterwards, after that story. That's why I'm not as angry, but except I didn't go to Spain for a few years afterwards. I was like, no, I don't want to go to Spain, no, never. Except they told me out there that the Russian lady translated, they said, don't worry, if you would want to come back, just get the right visa, because they didn't ban me or anything, like saying because you tried to break the law or anything. Well, she explained to me that it's all fine, just get your right visa and you can come back. And I said, no, never, I will never come back here. And I'm back. We were also planning back then to go to Gibraltar, that was supposed to be our first visit in 2005. Going to Spain, in Malaga, staying in a nice resort out there, Costa del Sol, and a visit to Gibraltar to see the monkeys. And yeah, but then I said, never, I will never come back. I will never do this. I did know also that you actually could fly from the UK to Gibraltar. We didn't know much about it. So many things we didn't know back then. This is just amazing that through the years you get so much experience, and now you know what the mistakes you made, what could have been done. But unfortunately back then it was like this. But it's really so funny, this so like coincidence, I don't know how you say it, that we were planning to come in 2005. We wanted to go and see Gibraltar, but we didn't do it. And for many years we didn't want to come to Spain, and forgotten about Gibraltar completely. And then so many years later we actually were recommended by our friend who used to live in Spain, in Dania, which is Costa Blanca. And he said us, look, when we were traveling the world, traveling and going different countries, we were staying in some places for like a few months, and he said, why wouldn't you go into this beautiful town and stay there for a while? and he said it's not Malaga, it's different, it's a very different part of Spain, you would love it. And I said, okay, we'll try this one. So, and I did really enjoy it. It was absolutely wonderful, so nice out there. It was very different. I mean, okay, the experience in Malaga was one thing. When we came in there, it was completely different, but I was already British. Then I got my British passport finally, and so of course I had no problems to go. And yeah, we loved it so much, so that's why we actually afterwards considered to see maybe we should actually finally make it to Andalusia, back to Malaga, and actually finally go and see Gibraltar. So yeah, it was only a few years later after this incident that happened to me, and with our honeymoon. So yeah, guys, now I want to, well, thank you for watching my video and listening my story. I want to see a little bit what you guys wrote to me here, and maybe just, hi Juan, unfortunately, hola, I can say hola, buenas tardes a todos. As far as I understand, this is like good evening everyone, right? My Spanish is, well, I'm studying, but I'm telling you, I still can't understand quite a lot. I know only few, yeah, puedes hablar en español también. I think it's, you're asking me to speak Spanish. I am not sure, but yeah, I'm too bad with it. Mi no habla español, por favor. Okay, Japan, привет. Okay, and hi Nora. Okay, and what else we have? Yeah, I know Nora says, yeah, I don't deserve to go through this one. Yeah, these things happens. I mean, lots of things happens, you know, through your life. It could be good things, could be bad things, you know. Now it's just memory and experience, yeah. But yeah, it looks like, oh, I don't know, Marvin, writing in Russian. Are you Русский? Are you Русский? No? Нет, русский, нет. Well, thank you. Okay, and I think, yeah, that's it, guys. This is the one of our this live video. Like I'm saying, maybe the time zones, of course, it's very hard to do so, but please let me know what is better to do. Is it better to do the live videos, or it's still better if I will just you know, talk, and then we can comment, and then we can, and then I will just answer you in the comments. Or maybe, you know, we can do videos and do these ones, and you can ask me questions, and then I'll answer them live. So okay, Marvin, you're American. Okay, thank you. Once again, thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, that's it for now, guys. I once again, I wish you all, you're from different places, from different countries, of course. So for some of you it is morning, some of you it is day, evening, night. Here in Gibraltar it's after 8 o'clock in the evening, so it's quite late. I thought I'll pick these hours because it would be slightly good and reasonable for like our time zones. Who is in Europe, it's after work times, but for America it's during the day. And I think like Australia and New Zealand, it's also the morning, so it's kind of a little bit suits everyone, because a lot of you guys from different countries are watching. So yeah, 2:26 p.m. Marvin. Okay, well, yes, so it's not a bad hours, but I know a lot of you are at work, so maybe just let me know if you want to do these live videos. Maybe we will do them on the weekend. It would be better when you have a bit more rest, okay, after you had Friday night out. Maybe we'll do it on Saturdays or Sundays. Okay, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching my video. Once again, guys, I was so happy to see and chat with some of you. And yeah, I might do this video also, how I met my husband. Oh, hi from Manchester. I see more people picking up. Yeah, hi Will, yes. And yeah, okay, guys, so let's just organize it a little bit better next time. Like I'm saying, maybe it's better would be through the weekends. I will write in the community, because I wasn't sure where to announce it, where to tell it. Now in this video I'm telling you, let's try do it in on the weekends, right? And then we will see with the commentary what hours will be better, okay, which will work best. Okay guys, so that's it for now, and I see you in my next video. Bye everyone, thank you all of you. Have whatever great day, great evenings, great night, and see you.